Honestly, the good probably outweighed the bad in your relationship with an avoidant. But avoidance brains are hardwired to only focus on the bad times. And all that they talk about to their friends, family, and support system are about the bad times. You know, they're so private with their lives. Nobody ever seems to know what the fuck is going on with them. Or, oh, I didn't know they were enrolled in school. I didn't know they started a new job. I didn't know that they, got a new car. I just kept thinking a new neighbor moved down the street. I didn't know that they, were in a new relationship. I have no fucking clue because I'm not involved. But you know what they do pull people aside to talk about in their family and their friends and their support group? Hey, I'm going through something with this person I'm dating. Maybe you could give me some advice? And what they're doing is they're already painting the narrative that there is something wrong and questionable about you. Well, why would somebody want to paint me in a bad light if it isn't true? Well, because think about avoidance like somebody who is skeptical about doing something because they know they really don't want to do it, or they know they have a real fear of something, right? Let's just put it like that. This is a really harsh example, but it's all, it's just on the top of my brain right now. Think of somebody who's like racist or something, right? Now, they're gonna be finding something to complain. You let's say somebody's racist. You just moved in their neighborhood, and you're some sort of ethnicity, right? Whatever you are, and it's like they're going to look for a reason to complain and give you a hard time for living in their neighborhood. Or think of somebody who like really doesn't want to take a class because they're afraid of it, or they think that they're going to fail, or they know that math isn't their strongest subject, or whatever the case may be. So they're already walking in the door like, yo, I can't do this. I don't want to do this, whether it's a fear of it or they just don't have the capacity to do it. I don't fucking like it. I already don't like this shit. You know what? I got to get out of here. That's what an avoidant is doing. They want connection, but at the same time, they contradict what they said that they want, because an avoidant's biggest priority is their autonomy and freedom. They don't even like the perception of thinking that they're being controlled. And so they're always looking for an out. And if they can paint the narrative that you're questionable, or that you're controlling, or that you're a nasty person to their audience, then when their triggers and emotions get, overwhelming, and they feel like they need to remove themselves from the relationship, now there's nobody who is going to challenge them or question them or point them back into the arms of the person that they're saying that they don't feel like being in a relationship with. Even though we all know that avoidantly attached people end relationships for no fucking reason most of the time. But they're just trying to build that rapport up about you. All avoidants really remember and focus on are the bad times. And maybe as an anxious attached, or someone who's not 100% securely attached, maybe you need to only focus on the bad times too. And maybe that's why you're here, because if you adopt the mentality that an avoidantly attached person has and focus on the bad, you'll realize that this was actually a pretty fucking horrible time for you. But yeah, like they're always looking for a way out, and they it's almost like while you're building the relationship and looking forward, they're always thinking of ways to sabotage it. Faith and dreams. Swagger.